Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Someone on Twitter said Kendrick Lamar fans are people who weren't afraid to read aloud in school. Is this true? Can y'all put this in the comment section? Were y'all the type to raise your hand in literature class? I know a teacher hated to see me coming, and I had perfect attendance from kindergarten to 12th grade. I never missed a day of school. But you see the encyclopedias, you see the dictionaries. We are having a literature class today on GNX. GNX, the car, Grand National Experimental, okay? 1987, the car was produced. Ironically, Kendrick Lamar was born in 1987.
It's a Buick GNX, probably the fastest production car in America.
Kendrick Lamar posted this on his burner account, Jojo Ruski, and he was talking about the car earlier in the year and how him and his older cousin was in the hallway driving the toy GNX, and I guess he manifested the car that he now has today. There was only 547 of these models produced.
And a car like this, it kind of lends itself to the past, but it also has a sophistication to make it sure that it goes fast and safely today.
The car was known for sophistication. It was classic, old school look, yet it was still the future. And that is what this album is here. It's a classic vibe when you listen to Reincarnated, when you listen to Dodger Blue, but it still has a brand new feel to it. The setting of this album is LA. There's usually a concept, a theme in every Kendrick project.
Siento aquí tu presencia. La noche de anoche.
Dara, she is a Mexican singer, and she performed at Dodger Stadium for the World Series. I guess that's how Kendrick Lamar discovered her. But she adds a very nice touch to the album. On this album, Kendrick Lamar is Riley Freeman during the chocolate fundraiser that he was doing on the Boondocks.
Look, fuck you, fuck the plane you flew in on, fuck them shoes.
Fuck everybody that's on my body.
And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Yesterday, somebody whacked out my mural. He sounds so disgusted, mean mugging. The great thing is the production on this track. Shout out to Soundwave and Jack Antonoff. I predicted that, by the way. Go back and watch my old videos. I told y'all Kendrick was working with Jack Antonoff. Shout out to Taylor Swift. Now, with this song, it reminds me of the I Got 5 on it, but the version that Jordan Peele had during the Us trailer.
We can get crazy.
It sounds spooky, suspenseful, because when you listen to the original, I Got 5 on it, it's very uplifting, very cool, fun, funky. But then when you listen to Jordan Peele's version, it sounds like you're in a horror film, right? A thriller. And that's what this production is. The original version of Whacked Out Murals would be Friends. How many of us have them? That's the sample.
Most of the time we use it in the wrong way. Now you can look the word up.
But the producers slowed it down completely, and it makes the song sound so suspenseful. It gives Kendrick enough space to stare at you dead in your soul and be like, yo, we got a problem here. It used to be fuck that nigga, but now it's plural. Fuck everybody. That's on my body. The whole fuck everybody, that's on my body, and it used to be fuck that nigga, but now it's plural. I think the plural is referring to, it used to just be Drake, but now I notice there's a can of worms that's opened up. A lot of y'all don't like me, and I think he's taking aim at Cameron, Mace, Gilly from $1 Million Worth of Game. Everybody that was speaking a little bit of dirt on his name during the beef, I think Kendrick kept tabs on all of it. He only mentioned Lil Wayne and Snoop Dogg, but there's more names that he really wants to throw under the bus. The song is kind of Kendrick being baffled by the disrespect. It's almost like, I've done so much for the culture, and this is how y'all repay me. The same way he's mentioning I've done so much for Compton, and he deserves it all, which he says in the song Man at the Garden, yet they took my mural and destroyed it.
Yesterday somebody whacked out my mural.
Going up your rank. Know you a god even when they say you ain't. Used to bump the car to 3, I held my rolly chain proud. Irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. Whatever though. Lil Wayne is a legend, but with all due respect, Kendrick Lamar will sit you down so fast if you stand up and try.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Fuck a double entendre, I want y'all to feel this shit.
Kendrick also mentions rap battling in the Nickersons, and you know, this video right here is literally iconic.
I'm so far ahead of my time, I got people 5 years from now pressing rewind. I'm hardly a rap with y'all, I hate rappers.
This is my favorite part of the song. Against all odds, I squabbled up for the dividends. Against all odds, I showed up as a gentleman. I done lost plenty friends. Kendrick's just like, yo, bro, love don't cost a thing. Love don't cost a thing, bro. It don't cost nothing to show some love, bro.
It don't cost nothing to show a nigga love. Are we doing this game?
Kendrick makes it very clear that he will never piece it up. He's like, look, this beef, there was money on my head. People were putting money in the streets to dig up dirt on me. If that money ended up in the hands of somebody who really wanted to do some damage, that could have really harmed my family and my loved ones. For that reason, I don't like you at all, and we're never piecing it up. He also mentions Cat Williams, and Cat sets the tone for the year of everybody getting exposed.
It's God's side and the other side, and we don't care nothing about the other side.
This part of the beat right here, really listen to all the sense and all the craziness going on. Hold on.
Don't insult my intelligence, I'm not just for the television.
The next song is the single Squabble Up. Reincarnated, I was stargazing, life goes on, I need all my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli, hockey, keep a horn on me, that Kamasi. This is for all the people that do the shadow boxing at parties because it's a defensive mechanism. They lack social skills. It's also a great dance song. The freestyle from Debbie Deb, when I hear music. Now the beat is very like early 2000s. I really love this remix. Yo, Tyler the Creator, if he were to hear this, he would literally die and come back and just be dying again. And
Life goes on,
I need all my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli, hockey. The way he uses his voice in this song is really unique. I feel good, get the fuck out my face. Okay, another bravo to the production team because listen to this right here. Favorite part right here is when Kendrick starts being aggressive and he's like, hey Doc, can I get a drop? I'm like, nigga, nah.
Doc, can I get a drop? I'm like, nigga, nah.
What the fuck?
It's a full moon, let the wolves out, I've been a dog.
That scream is so Yeezus coded, like when Kanye was screaming on, what was it, Black Skinhead? One of those records. And then you get one of my favorite songs, track number 3, Luther. This record right here, oh my God. Oh my God. My parents put me on a Luther. You know, you hear never too much, never too much. That was played at every barbecue. So the moment I heard the sample, I was already in love. I was mesmerized with the song.
If this world were mine.
And it's so cool because this album, Kendrick really shows you the versatility. There's so many different styles, but Kendrick's gonna eat every beat. It don't matter if it's a party song or if it's an R&B cut. Kendrick Lamar is gonna show you I could eat off of so many different plates.
I got chicken wings, fried catfish, yams, collard greens, mac and cheese, cornbread. These are braised oxtail.
This is like Kendrick's cheat meal. This album is Kendrick's cheat meal. You know, because Kendrick Lamar, he usually likes to put healthy stuff in the air. This is still healthy. It's healthy for the soul and the mind to have a cheat day every once in a while and remind people, hey, I could do this too. I could do this mainstream stuff too. Y'all wouldn't understand this song if you didn't grow up on the hip hop and R&B cuts back in the day. Like those rappers who would collaborate with the R&B singers. My favorite artist when I was younger was Lil Bow Wow, and he would always have that R&B jam. In my arms, in my mind, all the time, I wanna keep you right by my side till I die. I'm gonna Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot.
If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply.
I love this breakdown here where you just hear the drums and the bass, and he kind of does like a Baby Keem inflection with the fa 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 fa. And then we get SZA. Oh my God, SZA is one of my favorite artists. All the Stars was awesome, but I think this might take the cake for me. I really love the synchronized vocals that SZA and Kendrick put forth on the record, and the violins match it perfectly. The orchestra section, beautiful. If it was up to me, I wouldn't give these nobodies no sympathy. Honestly, this needs to be in a movie. This needs to be in a romantic comedy movie ASAP. I think this would be the perfect scene. You dig what I'm saying? When you get the protagonist with the love interest, this could work.
This is how we do it in LA.
If this world were mine.
My favorite part of the song is this right here. Hold on. This is beautiful. This takes you into another universe, another atmosphere.
If this world
I can't lie, I trust you, I love you, I won't waste your time, I turn you off just so I can turn you on.
I'ma make you say it loud.
Another amazing song, Luther. But then you get one of my top 3 favorite songs on the album, and that is Man at the Garden. And I should have known because it samples one of my all-time favorite songs from Nas.
All I need is one mic.
The production on this is also incredible, which is a theme. The drums, just the drums alone, the muffled percussions, beautiful. The whole idea of Man at the Garden, you know, if you reference the Garden of Eden, and I'm sure Kendrick does this a lot with the biblical references, but the Garden of Eden being this place of celebratory reward and peace, and Kendrick Lamar at this garden with the words of affirmation, the morning affirmations that he deserves it all, almost like he deserves his spot in heaven, heaven on earth. And what happens on earth stays on earth, like he said on Damn. He hopes that everything he does, he can reap the benefits of. He could get the fruits of his labor because he deserves it. And I think this is the most special song on the album because To Pimp a Butterfly, track 6, there's a song called You, where he repeats over and over again after screaming, loving you is complicated. And he's gotten to a place now where he loves himself to the point where he's like, look, I deserve it all. BBS is white diamond GNX with the seat back reclining, bitch. I deserve it all. And then you get the hums in the chorus. I deserve it all. And then you have this line right here, which I believe is a callback to Pimp a Butterfly. I never asked for too much credit, seeking validation just for the aesthetic, bitch. I deserve it all. I never asked for too much credit, seeking validation just for the aesthetic. And he had a line on this album, Mama, where he says, I know if I'm generous at heart, I don't need recognition. The way I'm rewarded, well, that's God's decision. Wisdom that he gave us into Pimp a Butterfly, he's still following till this very day. Keep these bitch niggas away from me. Keep all my blessings faithfully. Keep my essence contagious, that's okay with me. I burn this bitch down, don't you play with me.
Stay with me.
I'm crashing out right now, no one's safe with me.
I did it with integrity.
And niggas still try hate on me, just wait and see. More blood be spilling, that's just paint to me. So good. When he said, more blood will be spilling, it's just paint to me, I think it does lead into the rumor that there's another album. But also it's just like, at this point, I don't care who's going to fall if they try me. If you try me and I push you, whatever happens to you happens. He said it in the first song, I kill them all before I let them kill my joy. And that's the same energy you get there. By the way, the basketball edits that are going to come from this.
I set out a goal 2 years when I came back to bring a championship to this city. I gave everything that I had.
And the end when he says, why you think you deserve the greatest of all time, motherfucker. Like, the way he says it is just, it gives you chills. Oh my God, so good.
You deserve the greatest of all time, motherfucker.
This is the most beautiful piece of art I ever heard in my life.
Hey now, say now, all about my yin. Big face Buddha, get my peace from within. I don't know why, maybe it's just me, but the production on this song reminds me of some of the stuff on Black Panther, or even Vince Staples, Dark Times, Ramona Park Broke My Heart, really any of the stuff he's been putting out in the last 5 years. Vince Staples would have killed this beat. I honestly wish Tyler, Vince, and Kendrick all tapped in the studio together. I love the line, we got the same 24, what you mad for? I put a square on his back like I'm Jack Dorsey. I just slid on the back street, heavy on the Parmesan, everyday tax season. What the fuck you wearing, bro? It's tacky. That line right there, niggas laying on their deathbed trying to match me, crazy. Crazy. Because you gotta be funeral fresh, but at the same time, if you laying on your deathbed, you know how you lay your clothes out, for the first day of school, like your freshest pair of clothes. So I love the double entendre there, but also we do know that there's some people that be trying to match Kendrick's fly. Y'all not low. And then when they pause the drums, oh my God, I love the percussion breakdown.
Being Frank murderer, Mr. I ain't heard of you.
This part right here reminds me a lot of Kanye West. I don't even know what song, but it just gives me Kanye vibes. I'm way too important. I'm way too important. I'm way too important to ever let you slide on me again. Also, this individual right here, Dodie, you killed that. That was a great way to end the song. I love that there was a criticism on Kendrick for not putting on any underground West Coast artists. And he said, you know what? I'm going to put on everybody. And that line where he mentioned kick flip a nigga like a tech deck. Tech decks were a huge part of my childhood. I was in class and teachers used to take my tech decks. I used to be pissed off. So I'm glad you mentioned that. But real quick, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? I hope everybody's having a good day. What you eating? What you eat today? Put it in the comment section.
What you eat for lunch? I deserve it all.
Reincarnated is the next song. I was really excited about this because of the Tupac sample.
Yo, check it out, motherfucker. I'm Tupac.
Ain't nobody tell me shit till I got a sack of drugs at the block shown up.
He actually just redid it, the beat. It sounds incredible. Mix and mastered to perfection. Kendrick Lamar is no stranger to putting Pac in songs. We heard the amazing Mortal Man. I was not expecting him to reincarnate as these musicians from 1947, I believe, a guitarist who manipulated the masses with his power. It kind of mentions To Pimp a Butterfly, right? Misusing your power. And this artist clearly misused his. And then the second verse is from the perspective of a woman in the music industry who was on drugs. So both kind of have a weird ending to their career because they did not use their purpose to its fullest extent. But I manipulated power as I lied to the masses. Reincarnated. And this one detail in the instrumentation, listen to it closely, the ascension. I don't even know what you call that. And then the instrumentation when he goes from these two other musicians to the present day Kendrick Lamar, oh my God, it's beautiful. My present life is Kendrick Lamar.
A rapper looking at the lyrics to keep you in awe.
He added everything, the piano, the strings. This becomes such a beautiful production overall. And then, of course, the final verse is this back and forth between Kendrick Lamar and God. Kendrick says, I'm yelling, Father, did I finally get it right? Everything I did was selfless. And to me, again, this is a callback to that line in To Pimp a Butterfly where he says, credit, I don't really need it. I don't need recognition. The way I'm rewarded, well, that's God's decision. But now he is kind of at Judgment Day and he's asking Father God, like, hey, did I do all that I can do? Father, did I finally get it right? I thought I was selfless. And then there's a back and forth where Father is pretty much looking at Kendrick like, hey, your pride, that pride has to die. And this is something he was conflicted with in Damn, right? He made a song about this.
In another life, I surely was there.
And they go back and forth more, and Kendrick's like, well, listen, you know, hey, I'm not perfect, but I put 100 hoods on one stage, and I got hundreds of institutions paid, and I have toy drives and all these great things. But then ultimately he's like, but you love war. And he says, my greatest music director was you. It was colors, it was pinks, it was reds, it was blues. It was harmony and motion. What does this sound like? This is For Sale.
My name is Lucy Kendrick. You introduced me, Kendrick.
If you listen to For Sale on To Pimp a Butterfly, these same themes are being addressed. And that song sounds like pinks and reds, and it's beautiful. It sounds so angelic, but really, it's not. Kendrick has been going back and forth with his purpose in music for a very long time. And this also brings me back to Watch the Party Die. The third verse, Kendrick says, I wonder what Lecrae would do.
Sometimes I wonder what Lecrae would do. Fuck these niggas up or show them just what prayer do.
And Lecrae is an artist that dedicated all of his music to Jesus Christ. All of his music. Like, he does not curse in his music. He doesn't make secular music. And I think Kendrick has that in mind. That's all I'm going to say. He has that in mind, because that's why he said, I rewrote the devil's story just to take our power back. Some of this is powered by the devil, but I'm using it to take the power back and take the power away from it. You know, it's almost like the people that say, hey, should we say the N-word? And it's like, oh no, the N-word had a negative connotation, but we're taking it back so that we can bring some positivity to what's already out there. I don't know if I'm digging way too deep into this song, but this is a very, very deep song that I'm probably going to need 58 more listens to fully get it. But that, to me, is the most Kendrick Lamar-esque song on this album. For all the people that want lyrics, you got all of it in Reincarnated. Now let's get back to the bangers. You bitches that are really step, but it's not enough. This a revelation, how to get a nigga gone. You need you a man, baby, I don't wanna stand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate a bitch that's hating on a bitch and they both hoes. I hate a nigga hating on a nigga and they both bro. Bro, and I love some damn chili, bro. Chili is top 10. It's top 10. Like, you got lasagna. Mac and cheese might be like top 5. Like mac and cheese, soul food overall, top 5. And then you got like tacos are also top 5. This is the Not Like Us of the album, at least the first part. It kind of gives you that same vibe. This was necessary. Not Like Us, I still play that track like it came out yesterday. That did not get old to me at all. And this song right here is, I'm not gonna lie, I'm addicted to this song. I have a problem. This song came out, or the whole album came out in November. I kid you not, this might end up on my end of the year Apple list. If I had Spotify, it would be on my unwrapped list. And it just came out. I play this song over 1,000 times. I have problems. I love the part of the song where he goes, ha, what, ha, like he just starts hyperventilating. And then the horns come in. Y'all know I'm a sucker for a good trumpet. I love trumpets. And then you hear the Buster! Niggas acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Y'all see how I did the little Disney Channel in there? I'm a genius, I know. Y'all should subscribe for just that. This is easily going to be the biggest song on the album. I'm already seeing high school basketball teams dance to it. The marching bands are starting to pick up on it. Literally every single corporation in America got in on the mustard meme. And then the ending of the song, shit getting crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
Getting crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
I also love the callback to the Notorious B.I.G. Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings.
Ain't no other kings in this rap thing, they siblings.
Nothing but my children, one shot, they disappearing.
I'm from a city where the flag be getting thrown like pass interference. Oh my God. With a bone to pick like it was Seabass. Oh my God. Okay, so let's get to the most controversial songs on the album. Now let's just cut to the chase. There's two songs that it seems like the whole world is divided on, and that's Dodger Blue and GNX. Now Dodger Blue, I love that song.
Bitch, I'm from the land. Don't say you hate LA when you don't travel past the 10.
If your unk had on these and he was grilling with a nice beer in his hand, talking to everybody, but them burgers still flipping, bro, you gonna love this song, man. So fly in this bitch, 50 on me, don't die trying and shit. But yeah, man, this is that black cookout music.
What's up, cousin? How you doing, boy? Cousin! What's up, cousin? What's up? Boy, I ain't seen you and I don't know where.
Black cookout music vibes, kids playing on the grass, the old heads playing cards, somebody on the grill cooking up. This is what the summertime is all about. So I appreciate Kendrick for having this kind of vibe on the record. And my favorite part of the song is this right here. This is going to get everybody dancing. Hoes better get in check. You're looking at a bed, none less.
Walk, 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 tiptoe.
Don't take it personal. You won't be the first to know. The next song I was very disappointed in at first. And once the beat dropped, I was immediately annoyed, frustrated. I'm like, what are we doing here?
I'm like, bro, what you on?
But I'm not gonna lie. First listen, I'm like, no. Second listen, I'm like, what they talking about? They talking about nothing. What they talking about? They talking about nothing.
They talking about nothing. What they talking about? They talking about nothing. Huh?
Nah. I still don't like it. Corny. Third listen, bro, peekaboo. I just put them boogers in my chain. Peekaboo. 80 pointers like a Kobe game. Beep, bop, boom, bop, boom, bop, bam.
Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam.
Bam, boom. Bada, boom, bop.
Like, what's going on, bro? It just kept growing on me. And then my favorite part is the Kawhi Leonard. Hey, that's my bitch.
Hey, that's my bitch.
It's kind of funny, bro. Like he said in the song, these type of skits y'all really don't get. I understand, like in Compton and California overall, the kind of music, it could be a little goofy. Like they like to joke around. But this song, bro, I'm not gonna lie, this is crept up in my ranking. Like I had this at the bottom. Right now it's at like number 8, which is really good. It's creeping up. Also, I love when rappers mention food. Like Kendrick Lamar mentioned what kind of pasta he likes.
Kashi Pepper here from doing pasta.
That means something to me.
Pickable surprise, bitch. It's that nigga Chuck E. Cheese.
The Chuck E. Cheese line is crazy because I actually used to be scared of Chuck E. Cheese. I hated Chuck E. Cheese. And my parents had the nerve to have 3 birthday parties of mine at Chuck E. Cheese. Now, the Jungle Gym was cool. The pizza was elite. Chuck E. Cheese pizza still hits to this day, but I ain't mess with that damn mouse. This next song right here is easily the best song on the album for me. Oh my God. When I heard this for the first time, load up the Pro Tools and press 3. Studio filled with Jack in the Box and Pepsis. Niggas watching World Star videos, not the SPs. I love the production on this track so much, but this takes me back to the blog era of hip hop and obviously the early Black Hippy days. I love that Kendrick Lamar gives flowers to Ab-Soul for the incredible lyricist that he is and how Ab-Soul defined Kendrick's pen. And when you watch the Juneteenth concert, the pop out, and you see Ab-Soul on stage with Kendrick and Kendrick puts his hand on his shoulder and he almost raps to Ab-Soul like a sensei and a student. It's like, I want to show you my skill set because you set the bar so high. So like, this is me proving myself to you. That's what the energy gave me. And I'm glad Kendrick mentioned that. And I'm sure Ab-Soul appreciated it. J-Rock, he mentions J-Rock and him hibernating in the studio, trying to make it work. And J-Rock was the person that was supposed to break out first. And he did. He was the one on the first person I heard on TDE, J-Rock on BET's 106 and Park. It was a song called You Ain't Gotta Like It, But the Hood Gon' Love It. That was the first record I heard from TDE and Black Hippy. And that was all J-Rock. And I love J-Rock. I love Redemption. That's one of my favorite albums. And then he goes on to talk about how Schoolboy Q wasn't even into music, but we brought him along. he became inspired, and he also put the battery in my back to be the star that I am today. This is a beautiful story, man. And it almost takes me back to those Black Hippy vlogs when they would just joke around.
I got sunshine.
For some reason, this song reminds me a lot of Kool-Aid and Frozen Pizza by Mac Miller. The beginning of the song, Kendrick mentions Jack in the Box and Pepsi's, but then right here, Kool-Aid and frozen pizza, this a work of art, I ain't talking Mona Lisa. Dreaming rocking crowds got me filling up arenas. This weed got me laughing like a damn hyena. Yeah, everything I had was for the team. I remain patient, grinding with my brothers. It was us against them, no one above us. Bless our hearts. Baby, just relax your mind. This is that soul music right there, baby. SWV. My nigga Dave had a champagne Acura. The hums in the background, the piano, the way this composition just takes new shape. It kind of reminds me a little bit of off the Tyler album, Take Your Mask Off. Every single verse, he adds something different to the production. It creates a magical ensemble. Like right here, when Kendrick Lamar mentions Punch and Phil Jackson, listen to the violins.
Punch plays Phil Jackson in my early practices, strategies on how to be great.
And that just goes to show you why Kendrick is so successful too. He has great people in his corner, man. As much as we compliment Kendrick, I always say Dave Free needs more respect in this world. He is a genius. But this is a beautiful song. Beautiful, beautiful song. And the SWV sample is the cherry on top. Last two songs, GNX seems to be very split with the fan base.
Tell him, hit it, did it.
Hey, who showed you how to run a blitz?
It's a very West Coast song. I do not understand the production at all, but in a good way. It's very unorthodox.
On the dead guys, nigga, I ain't going.
Hey, on the dead ones.
It reminds me of, you ever listen to Beyonce, Single Ladies, the instrumentation? If you listen to it, you'll understand why Beyonce is so good at what she does, because it's like, how did she find a pocket for that song? GNX honestly grows on you. It gives me Grand Theft Auto vibes. Gloria is one of my favorites on the album. When you first listen to it, you think he's talking about his relationship with Whitney, and it's beautiful, right? He's talking about this amazing relationship, but you start to see some patterns, whether he mentions The Notebook as the love interest favorite movie, or he talks about different chapters. And I think it all leads up to Kendrick's reflection of himself through his writing. You either heal niggas or you kill niggas, which is something he mentioned in this Isaiah Rashad song. So you start to see a lot of patterns of Kendrick Lamar's career, even when he mentions taking her to Africa, his pen, which inspired To Pimp a Butterfly. I think you could start to piece it together before he gets to the surprise. It hits different when you hear those last couple of lines.
My woman near my right hand, my saint and my sin. Ain't no bitch like my bitch, cause that bitch been my pen.
Ain't no bitch like my bitch, cause that bitch been my pen. Like, that is the perfect way to hit somebody with a plot twist. Very beautiful. The verses are great. I thought Kendrick's singing was incredible, and SZA did the damn thing. Beautiful ending, literally chills. All in all, this album doesn't have a huge concept, but it doesn't need to. It's just a really enjoyable listen. I hope you all enjoyed this video. As always on my channel, we end off with a hug. Bring it in.
Hey, Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them more.